Welcome to the Coastal Kitchen. I'm Karen Mashures, and today I have two very special guests with me. I have Jared McLeod and Michaela Clardy. They're helping me with our Cooking with Kids Halloween show. So let's get started. One of my little grandson's favorite things to eat is macaroni and cheese. How about you, Michaela? All right, let's make some homemade macaroni and cheese. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to put our pot on the stove and take a little bit of butter and put in the bottom. I'm going to melt that up real fast. And while that's doing that, we're going to start shredding some cheese. Jared, would you like to help me shred some cheese?
Yep.
Okay, watch your fingers and do it just like that, okay? You do that for me. Michaela, one of the things that we're going to do with this macaroni and cheese is we're going to put some Halloween fingers in it, which these are little pepperoni slices, so it's sort of mac and cheese with a little bit of pizza involved, okay? So I'm going to take this and put a little cut right here. You grab a hold of a piece of almond, slivered almond like this, and put it right in that little cut, okay? So it looks like a little fingernail. And if you'll put those right there for me, let me check on my butter because it's getting ready. We're going to turn this down to medium. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of flour to our butter, okay? So while I'm doing that real fast, and it takes about 30 seconds to get this brown. See how that is cooking that flour up? We're going to let that cook for just about 30 seconds. And let's do another one of these real fast. Okay? The one thing about kids in the kitchen, I don't really, here you go, sweetie, like anybody with knives but me. So make sure we're real careful, okay? Alrighty, there is a couple more. And while you do that, I'm going to check on our little roux. Alright, nice and done. Give it a nice stir. And what we're going to do right now is put some milk in there. I've got 1.5 cups of milk. And I'm going to pour that right in. It's almost golden brown. Pour it right in and give it a nice little whisk. We're going to let that go for just a second, and in the meantime I'm going to put just a touch of salt and pepper. Okay, that's going good. Got your cheese done, Jared?
Yep.
Okay, let's see what happens when we take this up. All right. This is sharp cheese, and we're going to be using sharp cheese, and we're going to use the processed block cheese, and we're going to use a little bit of the 3 cheese mixture in there too, okay? So we're going to stay pretty much away from the fire, but Michaela, you take that for me, okay, sweetie? And come over here, and I'm going to let you pop that right in the milk, nice and slow. There you go. And what that's going to do is it's going to melt.
Yum.
Ooh. Okay. All in. Well, a little bit more there. Okay. Now, there's another little bowl. Jared, you pour that in for me, okay? There we go. That's good. And now we're going to take one more thing. And I'm going to get my clean hands on this cheese right here. And I'm going to take it over and we're going to put that in too. Okay? Get all that cheese. Because we like it cheesy, don't we, kids?
Yeah.
All right. That's going to start to melt and stir. Thank you. And this is what's going to go on our macaroni. Look, before you got here, I made our macaroni. So it's ready for the sauce to go in. I boiled it just like it says on the package and drained it. And I've got it in my pot ready to take my hot cheese sauce, okay?
Yum.
All right. Oh, you're doing good, Michaela. Let's do a couple more of these so they're ready to go in. And if you want to use hot dogs, use hot dogs. If you like something else in your mac and cheese, do it the way you like it. Okay. And do one of those for me too. Just pop it right in there. Okay? All right. One thing I do when I make breadcrumbs is I always put them in a container. I put a little plastic wrap on top and I put the date that I do these. So we are actually using breadcrumbs we used in our last show. And we're gonna have those ready. And let me take a look at our cheese. Okay, it's starting to boil. Can you see that?
That looks like mashed potatoes.
It does look like mashed potatoes. Okay, one more little thing. Let's get that white bowl right there. And how about you put that cheese right there inside that bowl for me, okay? I'm gonna take this off the heat for just a minute. All right, let's come over here and put me some cheese right inside, okay? You work from one end and you work from the other. There you go. Just pop it right in. That's the last part that we make melt. Okay, now we've gotten our hands nice and cheesy, and we've got them pepperonied. So let's wash our hands again. We washed our hands before we started, but washing your hands is a real important part of cooking in the kitchen. Okay. I'm gonna let that go just a little bit longer till that cheese gets all melted. And we're gonna start getting our bowl ready, okay?
Napkin.
Good job. There you go.
Thank you.
There you go. All right, I've got a lovely casserole dish here. I'm gonna push this just a little further out of the way. And we are going to take just a little bit of butter. And I've got some right over here. You watch that for me, kids. Gonna take just a little bit of butter, and I'm gonna get my hands real messy, okay?
Yeah. Cool.
Get it in just like that.
Looks
Got enough there. I can take a little paper towel, spread it around. Just a very thin coat, okay? Nice round the sides. Okay, we've got that going. Let me check the cheese. It's starting to bubble. It's almost ready. All of the cheese is
mashed
nearly
potatoes.
melted. All right, looks like we have gotten all of our cheese ready. If you'd like, you can put a little dash of Tabasco. You can take one of your favorite hot spices and put in there and spice it up the way that you like it. But we're gonna take this cheese sauce, watch out now, nice and hot cheese sauce, and get it right on our macaroni.
Yummy.
Let's put this pot right over here and get our macaroni all cheesy.
I like macaroni.
You like macaroni? I do too. Okay, see how quick it's starting to really look like macaroni and cheese now?
I had macaroni.
Oh, that's what it is.
I had macaroni.
Okay,
last night.
lovely and cheesy. I'm gonna get all of that covered up. And what I want you two to do is go stand over there so I can get right to that pot. Okay? Because this is hot. Move over this way just a little bit, sweetheart. Thank you. Okay, don't touch. And we're going to put our macaroni right in this glass dish. Okay?
With the butter.
With a little bit of butter on the bottom. Gosh, it smells good, doesn't it? What are you going to do for Halloween, Jared?
I don't know. Probably eat some of this.
Okay, let me get this into the sink here. And we're going to spread this around. And it's going to go into the oven for about 30 minutes on 350 degrees, okay? So what we're going to do now is, how about you guys put these little fingers where you'd like to see them in this. See how I just tucked it right in there? That's great. Looks like little fingers or little candles. Here you go. There you go.
It looks like for a birthday party.
It does, doesn't it? Now, you can
Macaroni.
put some Parmesan cheese on top if you really like it, but we're going to put about 2 tablespoons of breadcrumbs. And then we're going to take some of this cheese. And how about sprinkle some of that cheese over there for me? The cheesier the better. Okay, now let's get that in the oven because it's going to take about 30 minutes and then we'll be ready to have our lunch, won't we? Okay, everybody back. All right, in the oven. And what we're going to do next is, I know you guys like vegetables and you like ranch dressing with it, don't you? Let's come over here and make some homemade ranch dressing, okay? What we're going to do is take some mayonnaise. We're going to put it in our bowl. Michaela, will you get a hold of the buttermilk for me right there? And what I'd like you to do, Jared, is you whisk it while she pours in, okay? Hold the bowl. There you go. Whisk, whisk, whisk. There we go. Keep right on whisking. You're doing it just right. Okay. This dressing needs to stay in the refrigerator for about an hour after you make it to incorporate all the flavors. I'm going to whisk just a little bit faster, okay? And we're going to put in some garlic.
Yum.
Hey, let's get all that garlic in there. And we're going to put in some fresh cut up parsley. And here's the tiny one. Jared, since you're so good at this, why don't you just take that onion and do that for me, okay? Just grate it a little bit. Yep, my left-hander. We're gonna whisk away. And as soon as we get this done, we're gonna do a little bit of cleanup and we're gonna come back and you know what we're gonna make? We're gonna make some green eggs and ham sandwiches. Okay, that's good. Got about half of a tablespoon. Let's get just a little bit more in there. Okay, got some onion. And we're ready to whisk one more time. We're gonna cover this up, put it in the refrigerator, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Is this good? Smell. Smell.
It smells like ranch.
Ooh, smells just like ranch.
ATMC TV and the Coastal Kitchen would like to say thank you to our sponsors at Food Lion, your neighborhood grocery store. Since 1957, Food Lion has been offering the highest quality products at low prices with great service. Swing by your local Food Lion today to find all the ingredients needed to make the meal featured on this week's show.
Welcome back to the Coastal Kitchen. I'm here with my sweeties, Jared and Michaela, and we're going to make some green eggs and ham. Remember that from the Dr. Seuss story? Well, I thought it'd be a great little treat for the Halloween. I have 5 eggs, and what I'm using, and this is just a little tip, a pastry cutter. And this pastry cutter is cutting these eggs up for me beautifully, because we're going to make an egg salad with diced ham, and we're going to make some funny little faces on it with olives. Okay, we've got our eggs all diced up so we can have a hearty egg salad. I'm going to take this little spoon and get all the bits off. And Michaela, how about put that mayonnaise in there for me, please? We'll get our mayonnaise in, and then, that's good. Thank you, thank you. Let's scrape that last little bit off. Mayonnaise is so good, isn't it? All right, in the sink it goes, and round we're stirring. Jared, I've got some green food coloring. And that green food coloring is right here. What I'd like you to do is take that toothpick and stick it right in the green food coloring. The other way. Get it nice and gooey. Okay, take it out and hold it right there. Stick it right in the eggs. Okay, now I'm gonna rub it around and take a stir. Turn it into green eggs. You can see what's happening. Turning green. Okay, now I'm going to finish the stirring, and I want you to give me that little bit of mustard, Jared, okay? See the mustard? Right there. Put that mustard in for me. Just scrape it all in there. All right, that's good. And we're gonna stir that up some more. Michaela, I've got some pickle relish. Will you put the pickle relish in for me? Scrape it all in.
That looks nasty.
Great. Thank you, thank you. That gives it a little bit of punch.
That doesn't
Little
look good.
sweetness. Oh, it's so good. And Jared, how about those spring onions? Just dump it right in. There we go. All right.
Might be good, but it looks nasty.
Okay, we've got one more thing. Let's show everybody our green eggs. Green eggs. Green eggs. Okay, I'm going to dump the ham in, okay? I've got diced ham, and I've got about 6 slices of diced ham. And we're going to put that right in here and get it all stirred up.
It looks yummy.
Michaela, will you get those 2 plates right there, and will you hand Jared one of those plates? Thank you. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to take our olives, and I'm going to put them right between you. And you scoot over this way. There's our olives, and let's get this out of the way because I don't want anybody turning green. Okay, I've got some bread that I've sliced. It's nice and thin. You can toast it if you want to, but we're not going to do that today. I'm going to take, I think, just a little bit of salad dressing, okay, and put it on the very bottom. Just a very thin coat.
Is that our salad dressing?
No, this isn't the ranch dressing. This is salad dressing like mayonnaise, okay? And I'm going to put 1 nice scoop. We're going to take the back of the spoon and stir it around here, and then I'm going to take that knife and spread it out.
I don't like olives.
Okay? Now, what I want you guys to do is make me a funny face. And I'm going to do a little bit of cutting for you while you're doing that. Let me grab a little knife. Okay, 2 eyes. While you're doing that, I'm going to cut a couple more slices of this. I'm going to take an olive and slice it right in half. I'm going to take the pimento out, and that's going to be his mouth. Mouth. And if you want to, you can make a great little nose by cutting a triangle.
I got mine in a circle. I got mine in a circle.
Okay. Look pretty good? Let's show everybody at home what you've done. We've got some funny-faced green eggs and ham sandwiches. What you're going to do is put that right on top, and we're going to have those in just a little while, okay?
I'm gonna pick the olives up. I don't like olives.
Okay, now let's run over here and make some cupcakes, because you guys are going to decorate some cupcakes for me, okay? Do you like chocolate? Do you like chocolate? Okay, we're making some chocolate cupcakes, and we are making this simple. We're keeping it nice and easy because we're cooking with kids. We've got a boxed chocolate cake mix, and we're going to make it just by the recipe on the box. Jared, will you pour that water in for me? Thank you. Michaela, I'm going to let you be the electric mixer person, okay? I'm going to turn this on. We're going to turn it on low, and I want you to just mix all that in. While we're doing that, Jared, I'm going to take an egg, and I'm going to break one at a time. And what we're going to do is keep going, Michaela. There you go. We're going to put one egg in. Now you break that egg and get that in there for me. Give it a nice whack.
Yummy.
There we go. No shells, we're good. That one goes in. And do one more, Jared. Let's throw this down here. A little bit harder. There you go. There you go. That's right. Give that to Graham. Pop it in and put it in the cake mix for Michaela. Good job. All right, we've got some vegetable oil. Will you put that vegetable oil in there too for me, please? Thank you. All right, let's move this up just a little bit faster. Go ahead, Michaela. And while you're doing that, I'm going to move this stuff over here so we can get our batter right in the muffin tin. We're going to make 6 giant cupcakes today, okay? We've made some little ones earlier, so we're going to make 6 giant ones. All right, Michaela, if you'll just push stop, we're going to...
Do we both get 3?
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay. Let's put that right there. We're going to run this fast for just another second. And we're going to pop this in 350-degree oven, okay? Let's make it loud. Okay, let's grab this real fast. I've got this great little scoop, and it'll put the batter right in there. We're going to fill it about 3/4 of the way full. See how I'm doing that? And I've got a really neat little toy. If you've ever made pancakes and have a pancake batter pourer, you can use that to fill your cupcake cups, and it takes all the mess right out of making cupcakes.
Oh, but the mess is the fun part.
Oh, I know the mess is the fun part. We're making a mess too, aren't we? We're having a good time. All right, one more. I gotta clean up just a little bit of mess before I pop that in the oven, but we're gonna pop that in the oven. And there we go. A little bit more.
I like the chocolate in the bowl.
You like the chocolate in the bowl? Well, we're too busy to do that right now, but I promise you, you can have a spoonful of icing.
Awesome.
Okay? All right. Let's get this right in the oven, 350 degrees. Stand back. There you go. And it'll take about 25 minutes for cupcakes that big. Let's take a peek at the macaroni and cheese, okay, kids? You stand back. Oh, boy. Take a look at that. Can you give me a whiff? Smells good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to put it right here because it needs to cool for just a few minutes. We've made our sandwiches. We've got our mac and cheese. We're going to get our cupcakes out of the oven in just a minute, and we'll be back after word from our sponsors. You did great.
ATMC TV and the Coastal Kitchen would like to say thank you to our sponsors at Holden Brothers Farm Market in Charlotte for supplying the fresh produce on this week's show. For over 25 years, the Holden Brothers Farm Market has specialized in the freshest locally grown produce on their 250 acres in Charlotte. Swing by their indoor market located near mile marker 10 on Highway 17 or check them out online at holdenbrothersfarmmarket.com.
Welcome back to the Coastal Kitchen's Halloween show. I've got some little people that really are ready to decorate cupcakes. We've gotten them out of the oven, they've cooled, and I made a cream cheese buttercream frosting to put on the top. They're ready to go, and it's time for two little ones to make your fun cupcake. Go right ahead. We've got eyes, we've got all sorts of jimmies, we've got bats and bones and gummy worms. It's the way you like it. So whatever your children, grandchildren, or neighbors' children like, just make up a little selection and let them have fun with it. This looks great. Now, while you guys are doing that, I've got to go get something out of the refrigerator. So keep working, okay? I made a special treat for our Halloween party. Caramel apples. Do you like caramel apples? Oh, wow. Aren't these wonderful caramel apples?
Yeah.
We have tried 2 recipes in my kitchen this week, and the first one is wonderful, but the second I found a kit at Food Lion, a caramel apple kit. These are Granny Smith apples, and you boil this on the stove and it turns out wonderful. You can see how great they're coated. Go to Food Lion and get yourself a kit because they're great. You can see this online. We're going to show you a video of how we made them. Okay, kids, finish up decorating because we've got to get to our party. You want some of that mac and cheese?
Yeah.
Great. We're ready for our Halloween lunch. Got mac and cheese with some pepperoni. Took a pumpkin and put our apple cider and our orange juice and our chocolate milk in. We've got some veggies, our green eggs and ham sandwiches, and of course some caramel apples, and wonderfully decorated cupcakes by Michaela and Jared. In fact, I better call them. Jared, Michaela. Okay, I think this is a real treat. No tricks here, huh? Let's have a great time. Thanks for joining us at the Coastal Kitchen.
Is 6:30 too early for a Get Fit workout? Are your weeknights too hectic to catch West Brunswick football? Find yourself missing all your favorite ATMC TV shows? Well, now you don't have to. ATMC TV is airing all their latest shows on demand. Stop, pause, fast forward, or rewind. Watch your shows on your time. Tune to Channel 1 to see shows like Get Fit, Tea Time, Community Spotlight, and more. Stay connected to beautiful Brunswick County with ATMC TV on demand. Brought to you free by ATMC.